Hi everybody, Jo here again. I hope you're having a wonderful Easter weekend and you're having a lovely restful day. I think we all need time especially here in the UK, it's spring. We've had some lovely spring sunshine recently, a few showers, but you get that in spring, don't you? And the gardens are looking fabulous. I know some of you are going into autumn. So I know you're sort of getting a little bit chillier, but autumn's a lovely time as well. I think probably spring and autumn are my favourite times. I love nature and everything's changing. Anyway, I thought we'd make a lovely spring design. And what I'm thinking is if you are going into autumn, you could easily change this to an autumn design. Just change the colours. I mean, I started with getting my VersaFine Clair out and looking for my spring colours. So you could maybe get your autumn colours, some browns. You could go on the oranges, maybe the odd red. And I think this would make a lovely Christmas design. And I love this. We've got our wonderful new fledgling and he is sat on a trough. And this is a trough full of spring flowers. And do you recognise the stamp? Do you know which one it is? You know me. I like to just look at stamps in a different way. And I have to say, I need to thank Lorraine at Lavinia for this idea. One day when we were chatting about stamps, we looked at this and went, yeah, that looks like a trough in the garden. Can't believe nobody's done it yet. So we're going to do it today. And we're going to start off with a piece of multifarious card, and this is from our A6 pack. Again, doesn't need to be a huge card. I know a lot of you are into your smaller designs and you've just asked for not everything to be square. So this is what we're coming up with today. And we'll start with our stamping. Oh dear, that's not very clean, is it? Let's be a bit more professional. Oh, anyway. So the stamp is the large cork stamp. Now I must admit I did make a mask from our masket sheet. I cut it out. I always keep mine on the back of the acetate. But in the end I didn't use it. But that's fine because I've got it there if I should need it in the future. And I'm going to come in with VersaFine Clair. And this is the pine cone, the lovely brown colour. So we'll ink up the trough. Now, I did think, could this be a bird bath? And we could have the fledglings. I was watching the robins the other day. I have a bird bath in my garden. And they were really enjoying splashing water everywhere. I love to just sit and watch the birds in the garden. So we'll pop this sort of in the middle about there. Give it a good stamp. There we go. And what I'm thinking is we'll start with building our foliage up. And the first one we're going to use is the bluebells. And I'm going to come in with the yellow, and this is the cheerful. But I'm not going to ink the whole of the stamp up, just the florally bit, the actual bells. And we'll start, this is where you know me, I'd love to have been a florist. So we're going to do our little bit of flower arranging. So we'll put a large one sort of in the middle. And then we'll just build up coming round. So we'll have one, say, here. And I find for me it's easier to do this one. I've just caught the stem, so we'll just get rid of that. If you catch it the odd bit, doesn't matter. And then I find it easier, look, to put the middle one in next. That's because I was talking, I wasn't watching what I was doing, but it doesn't matter. So we'll put this one here. And then, as I say, it's easier to then fill the middle one in rather than guess. It's a little bit like if I'm stamping numbers or letters. I always start with the middle first and then work my way out. So we've just got that sort of design. And again, we're just going off a sort of design. So don't be too harsh on yourselves. Let's just have fun building this up. So next we're going to add the large sort of Genko leaf. And this is off our lovely new wild foliage set. An avocado for this one. And what I'm thinking is if we stamp this sort of in between look, and again just to keep that shape, I'm not going to go quite as far out. So we've got the structure, and now we're just looking at the shape. And we'll put one there. And can you see, we're just creating that lovely design. So the next one I'm thinking of coming in with is the lovely little flower off the flower collection. And as you know, I love these sets. We get the lovely little sets, and we get the 4. Now these are so useful. I mean, if you've only got this one set, you know, I think you could do the whole design from the one set. You know me though, I like to mix and match. This one, summertime. You know I love orange, so we had to have some orange. So what I'm thinking now is we'll put one there, and then maybe one here, and just that one. This one's slightly different. You know me, well, you do by now, don't you? On my original, I've got 4 of the orange, but I'm mixing it up and putting 5 on this. And it's quite nice because I'll be able to look at the 2 and see which one I prefer. I just find when I'm batch card making, it sort of mixes it up. I like it in my head if I can just stamp different designs. And I find it really gets the crafty juices flowing, just to, you know, change it up a bit. So what we'll do now is stamp our lovely fledgling. And I'm using the pine cone again. Now, as I say, if we did this as a Christmas design, we could have holly, we could have the mistletoe, and we could have the robins. So I'm just going to perch him just on the trough there. Just so that he's there. And we'll just have one. We have got 2 fledglings, but I think we'll just keep it with 1 for this design. And so now it's filling this space, but because I can see, I can stamp around him. You could mask him off, but I think we'll be fine without. So the next little stamp we're going to use is from the foliage set. And this one, Golden Meadow. And Golden Meadow's such almost a funny colour because it looks very green on the pad and it's quite yellow. So it's sort of a yellowy green. And again, I'm just going to try and get the florally bits and just wipe the stem. So I think we'll have sort of one there. And what I find is if I use the corner to ink up, I can actually miss the stem part. And this is a very useful little stamp. If you've got areas there where it's quite white look and we need something. So say there I want a little bit of foliage. If I bring it closer to show you, you're probably looking thinking, right, Jo, there's a bit there. So again, I don't want to go hide the orange, but I just want a little bit more foliage. So I can just extend, and where I want any little bits, as I say, using the corner, just ink up, and maybe a little bit there. Just fancy a little bit more there. And then just a tiny bit in here. And just a tiny round his head there. Yeah, happy with that. And that was the Golden Meadow. And then finally, stamp-wise with the foliage, I'm going to come in with the little leaf off the wild foliage off the new set and come in with Verdant. And this, I just want to add a little bit more colour in here. So we'll just have a couple around our lovely fledgling. I think we just need one there. And then I want to extend this here. Now you can leave it like that if you wish. I just feel I just want a little bit of the foliage extending down. And we can actually do it on this side as well. I know it's not shaped that way, but I can still bring the foliage round and just, if I take that there, just so I like that shape. Right, that needs to come back this way a little bit, doesn't it? So by the same token, I'll make this one just so they sort of match a little. But I don't want to overdo it. Right, that just needs one more there. But no pizzas, missus. Don't get too carried away. Now, just looks a little bit bare here. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of green there, and then stop. Walk away. Yep, happy with that. And again, just look at the whole shape. We do need a little bit there, so I'm just going to come back in. See what I mean? That doesn't balance for me. So I'll just come in and add one more. Right, in my eyes, that balance is better. But to be fair, I'm squinting. One eye closed, so do you know what? I always find it helps me with my work, you know. If I close one eye, tilt my head, squint my eyes, it looks so much better. So I'm giving it a blot because you're versifying Claire, slower drying ink, so get in the habit of giving it a blot. So that's the basis. Just a few little finishing tricks now. And I'm going to come in with lemon drop. And I just want to take, now you can leave it white if you wish. I just want to take that harsh white away from where this shape is. And all I'm going to do is blend in the lid and then just give a bit of an aura. And a little trick, if you're not happy with the shape, you can extend it a little bit and make it more even. And again, make sure if yours is a new ink pad, it'll be nice and juicy. So make sure you blend off in the lid. You don't want any lines. You just want that lovely hue, that lovely little yellow aura. And I'm not sure if you'll be able to pick that up, but honestly, in real life, it just makes all that difference. And for me, it's these little finishing tricks. So let's add some colour to the trough. And we're going to use our Mondelez pencils, number 5, number 30 and number 32. So to bring in the orange tones look, I'm going to add some highlight at the top. You know me, quick colouring. It was lovely to see Mona the other weekend. And, you know, she does the most fabulous colouring and spends ages. And I love what she does. But I'm going for quick colouring today, Mona. So don't judge me. But we're all different, aren't we? And that's what I love. I love the fact we can all be different. And if you want to spend the afternoon colouring this, maybe adding some little, I don't know, stonework, or that's fine. I'm just going for I need this card. Right, and we'll do a bit of winker colouring. So in with the clear. And it'll just blend those lovely pencils together and add a little bit of sparkle. And again, we'll get a little bit of brown. So we'll just take that off on the back so it goes back clear. Then, pastel pencil time. And just add, oh, you didn't see that, did you? They were filed on the floor next to Eric, who's happily snoring. He's had a lovely walk. So we'll come in with the brown look. And we'll add some lovely shade. And we'll just sort of take it that sort of shape. And I'll just come in. So this is a biodegradable cotton bud, just to blend it. 2 reasons. 1, the blending fixes it, so we don't need a spray fixative. We're not using a large amount. And also for me, it just makes it look better. And it saves me getting a dirty finger, because I want to try and keep these bits white. And I love that, but it needs a little bit more oomph. So just under where the actual trough is, look, we'll come in with black. And that black just gives a bit more definition. And just blend that out. And then with the white, we'll just add our lovely fledgling. Just some highlights and some little bits on his wing, look. And then, speaking of highlights, my lovely white pen, let's just add a couple of little highlights at the top and just down there. Now, I need a lovely sentiment. So this is from our sticker sentiments. And I love finding your piece. And I haven't got it on this one because obviously I've used it. So I'm going to use Live in Harmony. So my little fledgling is living in harmony now. Oh, I could put it on there, couldn't I? Do you know what? I might change this one up and we're just going to add it there, just to be different. And we'll add a little bit of white highlight on the top there. Now for some lovely stickles. We need some glitter. I love, now you could leave it like this, but I'm going to come in with our lovely sea foam, the Stickles. Now mine's can be a bit rude. It spits a bit. Oh, did you hear that? Especially when I get near the end. So, and this one, the glitter sort of, it's a bit claggy. Now, if you don't know what claggy means, it means almost sticky. So I've got an empty Wink of Stella pen here, and I'm just going to pick it up. Look, you can see, and just where the green is, I'm just going to paint it on because I want it to add to the design, not sort of obliterate the stamping. And what you'll find doing this, your stickles will last longer as well. We like these thrifty tips, don't we? I mean, we're crafters, we don't like wasting things. See, it's some bits like that, they just get a bit almost sticky. I love words, claggy. It's a bit like if you've got clay soil and it all sticks together. So I'm just popping this where sort of my greenery is. And I don't want it, as I say, very thick. So I'm just almost using the brush to blend it out. Pick every bit up. I'll just give that a wipe. Otherwise I'll be putting my elbow in that. And then finally, just to make those lovely orange flowers ping a little bit more, I've got the liquid pearls and this is the copper. So I'm going to just test it on my mat. Yes, that's working well. So we'll just little dab, lift up, hardly touch the card, lift up, again, lift up. Just to add that lovely little detail. And again, I need to wipe that up, otherwise my arm or the card will be in there. And I must admit, I was really happy when I came up with this design. So thank you, Lorraine, for the idea. And I think my little fledgling is there, just enjoying a little bit of quiet time. A little bit of time just for him. So there's the one when I've matted and layered it. And there's the one we've created today. Now, I must admit, I think I prefer the one with the 5. Well, we do like odd numbers, don't we? And I quite like the, do you know, it is different, isn't it, with the sticker there? So, again, what do you think? And I hope you have a go at this design. And are you going to do an autumnal one? Or are you going to go for the Christmas? Do you know what? I really fancy making a Christmas design. You could even put some little, a little bow on there, Christmas bow, little garland along. Oh, do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to have to make a Christmas one. So thanks for spending time with me. And if it's the middle of the night, because I know there are some of you that listen to me to help you get to sleep, I hope you sleep well. So you take care, everybody, and I'll see you again soon. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.